Hello everybody, let's have a look at Ocean, shall we? So Ocean, a coin that I buy basically, and I've been buying for a little while now, especially down at these zones here, for its fundamental value. So I don't really go in for the fundamentals of many coins because I don't have the time to look at all the fundamentals of every coin. But this one, presented itself to me and I like the sound of it. I think this one is worth taking the gamble on, which is what fundamental analysis essentially is. It's a gamble, alright? It is a gamble. But it's turning out to be okay for the moment, and I quite like it. So let's have a look at a few things here. And as far as the chart is concerned, it's very difficult with a chart that looks so small to work out, how bullish it's going to really be. But basically, with this kind of wave at the moment, it's reaching its top for the moment. However, tops can be broken, and if this one does break a top, especially close a candle above 63 or 64 really, which is our highest candle close on a daily, then I would be looking for some significant moves on this one. I can't give you a price target, unfortunately. I don't really trade on price targets with a coin that's having a blue sky breakout, or a coin that's never charted a certain area. I look at levels of risk and I trade on the levels of risk. But for this one, I generally don't really trade it. I kind of buy it, but it's nice to know what how bullish it's going to be. So let's have a look at a few things on this chart. So it's had a very nice run, and if we actually have a look at the weekly, it's been a pretty impressive week. That was a massive week it had there. Let's just measure this out in all its glory. 1 week it rallied basically 97% in a single week. So that was a really big week for it. Not quite as big as the week where it dumped basically the same kind of price. Excuse me, sorry about that. The price dumped a significant amount, and this is what's known as, I suppose, the Binance effect. It rallied all the way, up to that level, and then dumped 56%. Basically, no big deal. That's the Binance effect. So basically, we've been picking it up around these low levels. We had a nice run on it before, then it started to collapse back down onto itself, and we picked it up at these buy zones. Buy zone here, and the last buy zone wasn't filled, but this is where the vast majority of my Ocean was picked up at. So if we're looking at this now, alright, so this isn't something you should trade in this respect. We do have an Ichimoku cloud conversion baseline cross over here, but it's beneath the cloud, not really a buy signal, but it's a positive event nonetheless. And now we're above here with diverging moving averages that are slowly diverging, but they are diverging all the same. We've come down already today to test the 7 simple moving average, which is always the first exponential, well, the first moving average, not exponential, but the first moving average to act as a support in a continuous bull trend. So if we break down below there, it's no big deal. We have all of these to catch us below. This one being the 10 exponential. If we did break below the 10 exponential, I'd get a little bit more concerned about this for a further retrace, probably a deeper, more significant one. But for the moment, our first test of the exponentials has been held. And if we look at the way that these have worked out in the past, we'll get rid of this itchy cloud. It's a bit messy to understand what's going on. We have a look at how it rode up in the past. First big breakout here, come back down to test, the 10 simple, back down, up, and then I suppose a little bit messy, but respecting the moving averages every single time, and then picking back up again, and then obviously crashing back down again. So very early days to say where it's going to go. But if I was to maintain with my bullish outlook on this at the moment, this has been very good for its first. And it has been a sizable pullback, I have to say, but it was a very big move, a very big week that it's had last week. 17% down from yesterday to the bottom of that wick, and now it looks like we are performing a bit of a bounce. Now, these oscillators looking okay to me, nothing overbought on any of those, that's fine. And again, same with the weekly, I would probably say that there's plenty of room to move on the weekly. So I like the way that it looks. Again, I buy it on its fundamental value, very difficult to trade a chart like this. But as far as the chart's concerned, it looks like it does want to bounce from that level. There's no specific area to buy this in for me because it's a fundamental dollar cost average sort of scenario for this token. But the chart does look like it wants to play out another bounce, but it's going to be market dependent, and the market relies very much on the Bitcoin dominance continuing to go down, which basically relies at this very moment on Ethereum's recovery from this pullback here. So if Ethereum's good, altcoins will be good. Simple as that. So all eyes on Ethereum, obviously eyes on Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is clearly consolidating and at a bit of a crossroads now where it could consolidate into a deeper, more sustained fashion. I'm not going to be bullish on Bitcoin until we break out this pitchfork, but generally speaking, this is likely to continue to trickle down, in my opinion. But with every single dip that gets bought with Bitcoin, I would imagine at this moment in time that the dips will be bought more significantly with altcoins. That's how I'm seeing the picture painted. Bitcoin trickling down, whereas altcoins basically moving up. But with every move that Bitcoin goes down, alts will follow it, but then they get bought back at a higher and more significant rate. So I'm still bullish on altcoins, definitely. I think the party is yet to begin. Well, it's already begun, but I think it's going to continue. Bitcoin dominance suggests that that this here is the level to break down from, and if this breaks down, everything's going to rocket. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see 100% increase in Ocean's price at that point, provided that we break down below this level. Anyway, I'm going to leave it with you there, but I do have a live stream tonight for members of the Patreon channel, so you can ask me to look at any of your charts or any questions, bot trading, whatever it is that you're interested in, that you think I can answer your questions. Join the Patreon, join that live stream tonight at 8 o'clock. 8:30, should I say. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you have a nice evening. Take it easy.